Here's how I helped one of my functional medicine patients to lose 25 pounds and heal her anxiety, constipation, fatigue, and headaches. Of course, I won't use her actual name, so we'll call her Tina. Tina's a 45-year-old working mother of 3 teenagers and the director of a large human resources firm. Tina came to me for a functional medicine consultation presenting with fatigue, bloating after every meal no matter what she ate, and constipation. She'd have a bowel movement about once every 3 to 5 days, sometimes only once a week. She had moderate to severe anxiety and headaches ever since she was a teenager. Her headaches were always worse the week before her period, and she'd have significant PMS symptoms like cramps, tender breasts, and irritability. At that first visit, she was about 45 pounds overweight. So we took a deep dive into her childhood, health history, exposures, stressors, diet, and lifestyle. It was clear that she had high levels of stress and very little rest. She ate pretty freely, she wasn't on any particular type of diet, and she had a long history of ibuprofen use to manage her headaches and menstrual cramps. She also took antacids and laxatives on and off for years to deal with her constipation, bloating, and heartburn. So I ran some specialized functional medicine tests on her because as a clinician, I like to test and not guess. I can hypothesize certain patterns that might be going on, but the tests give me concrete evidence that helps us to determine the root causes. So with these tests, we discovered multiple food sensitivities to dairy, wheat, and gluten. So I put Tina on an elimination diet, which she 100% complied with. We also ran a hormone test, which showed that she had estrogen dominance, low progesterone, and B vitamin deficiency. So I put her on supplement, dietary, and lifestyle protocols to balance her hormones and increase her B vitamins. Now, with a gut microbial stool test, we found out that she had a hidden bacterial infection in her stomach. She had an overgrowth of H. pylori, which helps to explain why her B vitamins were low and why she wasn't digesting foods well. The gut test also revealed very low levels of a beneficial, friendly bacteria called Akkermansia that's super important for a healthy gut. And it's likely that all the ibuprofen she'd been taking for years had damaged the good bacteria in her gut. So we also found several other hidden bacterial infections, and these bacteria were producing toxins that were causing the painful bloating, anxiety, and brain fog. Now, one particularly bad bacteria that we found is known to produce a lot of methane gas, which damages the gut lining and directly causes constipation. So that was a mouthful. We needed to boost her friendly bacteria, eliminate the bad bacteria, and heal her gut lining. And we were able to do this with specific foods, supplements, probiotics, and herbal antimicrobials. Okay, lastly, her test showed a high level of an enzyme called beta-glucuronidase. Now, this enzyme is amazingly produced by bacteria in the gut, and it basically recirculates hormones and toxins in a bad way. So it doesn't let these hormones and toxins exit out of the body. It causes a hormone imbalance and toxic buildup, and it was a root cause of her anxiety, irritability, and headaches. And this beta-glucuronidase is a classic example of how the gut, hormones, and brain are connected. All right, so after just 2 months on my protocols, Tina reported phenomenal improvements. Her bloating and constipation completely resolved. She was having 1, if not 2, well-formed bowel movements a day. She stopped taking her laxatives and the ibuprofen because her headaches had resolved by 90%. Now, if she got stressed and began to feel a headache coming on, she would just pause and do one of the breathing techniques I taught her, and the headache would dissipate. She had great energy from morning to night. Her head felt clear, no more brain fog, and her anxiety was completely gone. Her last 2 periods were painless, and she didn't feel crazy irritable like she normally would. Now, one significant thing that Tina learned, she shared with me that she learned through her functional medicine work with me, was how motivating the tests are. Sure, it showed a lot of things that were wrong, but it revealed the root causes so that now we had compelling evidence that Tina could not ignore and that really motivated her to make the necessary changes. Functional medicine also gave her hope because there was now something to actually work with. Clearly evidenced problems with her diet, hormones, and gut that had real solutions. She began to listen to her body and respect her gut, and that's when everything began to improve. So I share all of this with you to give you hope and encouragement and to expose you to the power of functional medicine to heal your chronic health issues. Now, in the next several videos, I'll take a deep dive into weight gain, specifically why so many people gain weight as they age. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.